Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 343i Community Forum Podcast. This is D38 Boss, and I'm joined here today by Church.
Hello.
The Director.
Indeed.
Austin.
Hello.
Buns.
Hello.
And by
No,
special arrangement, Edward Kenway.
Hi.
Hey, he has a voice. Okay, so before we get into things, can we just say that from now on we should totally call Buns Banus?
Banus.
Banus.
Yes, Banus.
Banus.
That sounds wrong if you pronounce the B a little better. If you pronounce a solid B.
A solid B. Oh, there's like a difference between the way you pronounce B's. Well, you see here, there's a solid B. Then you have the floating.
No, because you can say B as B, but you can say B as B. And it's a capital B. And it's not followed by a vowel. So technically, it should be B. And I'm not even going to bother saying it, because if you haven't gotten it at this point, you're kind of dumb.
Okay, so since we have so many podcast questions,
You lose!
Yes,
Question.
I lose. Podcast question.
Podcast.
I give
Since
up.
we have
I give
so
up.
many member questions for the
questions.
podcast, we're going to start with that. I'm taking over this rodeo.
No, I'm taking over the questions. Thank you very much.
Fight.
Dude,
And do
wait.
it.
Stop.
Fight.
Buns.
Fight. Kiss.
Buns.
Kiss. Kiss.
Yes.
Sound like a Dr. Seuss character right now.
Fatality.
Is that like supposed to be an insult or a compliment?
No, you sound like the Cat in the Hat.
Fatality.
That's a great compliment. Thank you, director.
I don't understand how he made that connection, so I just say let's roll with the member questions. Let's do it. I'm clearing the
Let's do this. Let's do this.
So we're
Go.
starting off the questions right with a great question by Sparky. Wait, where is that question?
It's sort of a reference to last week's question.
If you were here, it is a reference to last week's question, and if you haven't heard last week's podcast, you totally should because it was amazing. And
It was fantastic. Listen to it right now, or I'll ban you all.
let's start this question. If you were to see a male member in a skirt, who would it be?
Azax.
Red Star Rocket
That's
because
that's
he's
what
Scottish.
I said, but yeah.
And so, it'd be more
I-
fitting.
Hey, director.
I'm gonna go meta here
Yeah.
and say Sparky.
Ooh.
Director.
What?
Put on a
What?
skirt and dance around for me. Do it. Put a skirt
No,
on and dance around for me.
Before the
Come on.
podcast goes too
Do
out
it
of
for
hand,
Daddy.
I'm older than you. You can't be daddy.
You think I
would
care?
like to see. I would like to
I
see
think
Austin
you
in a
care.
skirt.
You
Okay.
hate
what?
continuity errors.
I would like to see you in a skirt, Austin, but people are kind of.
Oh, please no.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, this joke needs to be told. It has to be Red Star Rocket because he is Scottish.
But he already wears like his little kilt. He calls it a
He's already
kilt.
got a-
He's quite
Exactly.
proud of it.
Exactly, but a skirt is different from a kilt. Like, we should make him wear a mini skirt.
It's different
that
only in
A
name.
mini-
like
no, he
a
has
kilt.
to wear a poodle skirt. Like, he has to go
Huh.
full-blown poodle skirt.
He has to wear those like really short skirts, like those shorty short skirts. They're shorter than the poodle skirts.
Okay.
Moving on.
Next question. How about the podcast giving us dating advice?
Also from
Also from Sparky.
All
I
right,
think,
so
I think the
here's the
director,
best.
director needs to take this one. And
The
PG.
best advice I
You're
can
up.
give to a general audience is basically, if you need advice, you're probably not old enough to date yet.
That was offensive to so many people on so many levels. Let's move on.
Good.
I don't
Okay.
understand. I think that was pretty legitimate. Director, I applaud you. That was good.
I forgot to write
Solid
down who
advice.
this question was from, but what makes Smash Bros, the new one for 3DS and Wii U, better than the 3 previous Smash Bros games?
Absolutely nothing.
I would like
It's
to take
not
this question
solid state.
because unlike Church, and Boss can take this question too, because me and Boss have actually played it. I really like. I really enjoy this
Fire,
game.
You Nintendo girl.
Okay, I really enjoy this game. It's not as fast as Melee, if any of you have ever played Melee. Melee is still a lot faster than this game, but it's better than Brawl. Like, I think, Boss, you can agree with me on this. It's a lot better than Brawl.
No. No, I don't.
Well,
There's no Solid Snake.
I
They took out my bed. Like, I wasn't expecting him to stay in the game. Excuse me. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you.
we have to, like,
Anyway,
redo-
I wasn't expecting him to stay in the game, but he was my best character. So now I'm forced to do the B. I'm forced to like send out the B squad with Ike.
I've been maining Lucina a lot lately and Greninja, and I personally really like the new Smash Bros. Game.
I like it.
Okay.
My
Who
only
is
issue
eating candy?
I think it's EK.
It's totally you, Buns. Shut up.
Yeah. You realize it tells us where the
You
noise
do
is
that
coming.
too.
Okay.
I'm better.
Oh,
Now two can play
I'm
at that
messing with a
game.
rapper right now. I had no idea you guys could hear it.
Well, we can hear it because you're doing it right by your microphone.
We can hear everything.
We know where you are, and we know what you're doing. So stop it right now.
You know.
Next question.
The
from
funny
Double
thing is,
Mayhem.
me and Church actually do know where you guys are. But that's a whole nother story.
That's fair.
Next question. Name your
No.
favorite Halloween experience from Total Mayhem. Very good question. Church, would you like to start it off?
I've never really done anything Halloween.
Ha! You sad and lonely.
All right.
My favorite Halloween thing was I went to like this costume party ish, and it was like in the neighborhood of Halloween, but it wasn't even Halloween, and I dressed up as Captain Kirk because yes, and my dad had an autographed actual shirt from the show, so yes.
I approve.
Okay.
That was a pretty good. Director, would you like to go next?
Sure. All right. So.
Oh yeah, and then there was this really hot girl there who was dressing like Aphrodite too. So
You just interrupted me.
yes, I did. Thank you.
You're
Moderator, ban war. Ban war.
But anyway.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Because they're banning everybody out here.
And boss is banned. Okay. So,
Yeah!
anyways.
Victory!
anyways. So when I turned 21, all right, I went to this Halloween party, and I went dressed as a vampire because due to the color of my skin and the shape of my teeth, it's like the cheapest outfit for me. You know, I literally just have to like get a cape. And
because I was
Get a
also
cape
about to ask,
and
did you wear a cape?
and a V-neck.
I was about to ask, did you
Of course
get a
I
cape?
wore a
Or did you roll
cape.
around in glitter first.
No, no glitter.
No, I
But
approve.
anyways, so I went to this party, and let's just say one thing led to another, and nobody was wearing costumes anymore.
What the hell?
So,
Director
Surely you
leads an
didn't just
exciting
accidentally
lifestyle.
walk into an orgy.
well, not accidentally, and I
It was
This is
intentional.
343i.
There was
Confession
clearly a
session
sign
on.
on top of the building.
well, yeah, pretty much.
What
Right.
the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is now the 343i Confession Session Community Forum podcast. I'm your host,
Confession.
Boss.
Griffin, I hear you have a confession to make.
I don't have a confession to make.
That
at
means
all.
answering the question.
Confess! No.
That means answering the question. Griffin.
Answer the question!
I don't know. My experiences have been very mediocre, but there was this one time when I was walking with like just my friend. This was like the last Halloween I actually did, and we were walking around, and the guy didn't have like any candy to give us, so he took us down to his carport, and he had like an arcade inside there, and he let us play whatever we wanted to play.
This story
In its
sounds like you should
James,
go
so
south.
inside of my house and
So
into
which-
my dark basement.
Let me ask.
It was
where I
amazing.
totally
Let
have
me
an
ask,
arcade.
which joystick did you play with?
No comment.
No
You
comment.
want some candy, kiddos?
God.
That was EK's voice. He's going to make a reappearance in the podcast tonight.
So basically, what we're saying is EK is the new coolest with less coolest.
All right.
That's a joke very few people will get.
I
Buns,
got.
You're up.
Oh, I'm up? Well, I do Halloween every year, and I normally go hang out and trick-or-treat with the same amount of friends. And, like the
Which
first...
is precisely none.
Oh!
Church, that's not how you construct a. That's not how you construct an insult. Come on, I'm ashamed. Of you.
Come on.
I thought I taught you better.
I fit precisely into it. That's got to count for something.
No.
And I can't really say I have a favorite Halloween moment. I mean, there was one time I dressed up as like a banana for Halloween, and this car was like passing us by down the street, and they all like saw, and I started chasing the car, and it was funny. and that's the only thing. That's probably my favorite, most memorable experience.
I
Because
have a
people in the
sim-
car were actually scared because they thought I was like some crazy teenager.
I have a similar story.
Which you are.
I have a similar story. So it was me and a bunch of friends walking around for Halloween. This was actually last year. So I was 19, way over the age limit for trick-or-treating, in my opinion. So I'm wearing...
Spandex.
I'll tell you what me and my friends call it after the podcast, guys. That's for you. That's private. But I had an airsoft gun. I had my vest on and stuff. I was just walking around. My friend Vangelis dressed up as Tiny Tim, so he's carrying around a ukulele and wailing at the top of his lungs. And our friend Big Sauce, as we call him, dressed up as Fat Spock.
Fat Spock.
Fat Spock. So we are walking up the street I live on. We're about to head back to my house after it's midnight. And these guys pull up next to my friend Big Sauce, and they like stop trying to ask him a question. And he saw it coming from a mile away. He leaned back because they reached out with a can of silly string and tried to spray him with it. And immediately, you've got 3 idiots chasing them down the street. The one in front has a ukulele hoisted over his head like a club, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs the lyrics to Tiptoe Through the Window. And I really wish I had had the common sense to record it because it was gold. And they were never heard from again.
In Halloween, no one can hear you scream.
In Halloween, no one can hear you puke till you puke.
EK,
Okay.
would you like to describe a favorite Halloween experience?
Do I have to?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
You're on the podcast, you got it. Listen,
Alright,
this is your chance to make a good impression. Don't blow it.
Okay, I guess it's multiple experiences, but when I was a bit younger, we used to walk down this exact same area, and I remember one year I tripped and broke my leg on this one little sidewalk, and then the next year I proceeded to go up the exact same sidewalk and trip exactly the same way again, and this was like a 3-4 year thing until I finally realized what sidewalk it was and how to avoid it.
You know we're all terrible people when our first response to him breaking his leg was to laugh.
Like, just go.
I broke my leg and I was stuck there for 4 days.
Interesting bit of trivia about the director. Guess how many bones I've broken?
None, but you've broken all the
I thought you were
hearts.
gonna say something else, but okay.
I'm gonna guess.
No,
13.
I haven't broken a single bone in my body.
Neither have I.
Oh.
I have, however, cut myself horribly on like 2 occasions.
Yeah, neither have I. I haven't broken anything.
Well, I broke like. Unfortunately, I can't say that. I had like my leg like snapped. The lower part of my leg like snapped in half when I was 2 or 3. But you know, my bones are way healed.
When I was
because I was tiny.
When I was like 8, I fell off the top bunk in my room onto like a play school plastic rake face first. Because I was nothing if not graceful at that period of my life. And I was at the emergency room for like 3 hours as they glued my skin back together.
They're using like Gorilla Glue.
I still have the scar
Super
from it
glue,
on
probably.
my eyebrow.
I ran into a tractor in the middle of the night.
When I was 8 years old, I
Good thing that you
ran
didn't-
head first into a like this weird concrete with random rocks in it type of wall that was the side of my school because I wasn't looking where I was running. It got me right between the eyes, and the doctor was so afraid that it had fractured my skull, but nothing. And then the next year, right, there was this tree in my
The next year, to
backyard.
prove him wrong, I fractured my skull.
No. I've never broken.
I've never
a bone at
fractured
all,
my skull.
right? But the very next year, when I was 9, I was climbing this termite-infested tree, right? This thing
Good
was
idea.
twice the size of my house. Well, the thing is, I thought I had a perfect route up it. You know, I'd climbed it dozens of times. So I'm going up, and I had forgotten that the night before there was a windstorm. Now, in Idaho, those tend to get pretty severe, right? So it had actually broken a couple of the branches that I normally use. So I get up there, right? I find this nice, sturdy-looking branch, and I'm just sitting on it, you know, looking out over the distance, contemplating life, and then snap! I fell through the tree, right, onto the top of my
Oh my
clubhouse,
God.
which I proceeded to fall through. Not a single bone broken. All
Not a
right.
scratch on you?
Oh, there were tons of scratches, but not a single bone broken.
Mm,
Yep.
fair enough.
I've got tons of stories where I should have broken a bone, but my skeleton was just like, nah, I don't feel like breaking today.
Would you say your skeleton was a spooky, scary skeleton?
Hey. No
Probably will be
is
once
a
the flesh
No.
comes off it.
No one is a spooky, scary skeleton other than this guy right here. Okay.
Do you send shivers down my spine?
Ask yourself that question.
If you dare.
I send shivers down your spine, but not in a scary way. Wink, wink.
You know, with his caggles.
with his
With my
kegel
kegels.
exercise. His kegel
My
exercise.
cackle.
If you're of age and you want some fun, look up kegels.
Male kegel exercises is the exact search term you need. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot of egg-shaped things that have absolutely no relation to what we're talking about.
Let's move on.
Next question. Okay, this is from Drizzy Dan. Venus, I want to smash boss. I want to smash boss. What's the easiest way to smash boss? How do you do it when you guys smash?
Boss, want to take this one? How do we smash you?
Yeah.
Dinner in a movie? I don't know.
What he's actually
Well,
asking.
Truthfully, the connection in Smash Bros is terrible, so we haven't been able to smash yet.
Sadly, I haven't been able to smash boss and smash into the ground.
And let's be
Moving
honest here,
on.
all you need to smash boss is McDonald's and a red box. That's what he means by dinner in a movie.
And Mountain Dew. No,
no,
Mountain Dew.
Doritos.
It's just literally, I'm sitting here, I've got Doritos and I've got Mountain Dew. Okay, I'm not even joking. This is how I live my life, ladies and gentlemen.
Take a picture so I
Dude,
can put it in the link.
Picture
I
it
will,
didn't
I
happen.
will.
I got a 24 pack of Mountain Dew 2 days ago, and I have 1 can left.
I have I got a 36 pack earlier in the
How
weekend.
not to
Dude,
be healthy?
you
Brought
forget,
to you by 343 Industries.
I used to drink a 2 liter of Mountain Dew every day. I used to carry that shit with me throughout the day and just chug it like it was water.
Was it water?
No. Well, yes, technically, it was water with stuff in it. But, no, it was Mountain Dew.
See, the thing is,
Wow.
here instead of saying Mountain Dew, we say Mountain Dew. And
What?
if you were
Mountain
to go to America and ask for a
Dew or
Mountain
Mountain
Dew,
Did you say Mountain Dew?
Yes, you
Mountain
did.
Dew.
Okay.
So what you're saying is you drank Moses straight up.
Kinky.
Yeah.
Because he's a mountain
this is-
and a Jew.
the podcast is getting too kinky for my taste.
It's
Too kinky.
it's getting a bit anti-Semitical in here. Let's go to
We
the
didn't
next
say
question.
anything negative about Jewish people. We just said Mountain Dew.
Yet, but whenever somebody brings it up, there's always one guy,
And it's probably
and it's
you.
usually boss.
Hey.
Yeah, see, I saw what you were about to do before you did it, and I countered it.
I have nothing
Bam.
I have nothing against people of Jewish descent.
Okay, moving on.
Ow!
If you were in a zombie apocalypse and could pick any weapon from any game with unlimited ammo, what would it be and why? This question was brought to you by Jack the Ripper.
Golf club from Reach.
Sure, right. I'm going with the BFG from Doom 3.
Oh, damn, that's a good choice.
Come on, golf club sending zombies punting out into the ethersphere.
Or
Boss.
BFG absolutely disintegrating them without, the
Um,
horrible...
I would go with the Wolong Heater, one of the different kind of miniguns you can get for the heavy in TF2.
I was actually going to go with the Pyro's flamethrower from TF2.
Oh,
How
That
about
would
the
be a
minigun
bad
from GTA
idea.
5?
Never, ever, ever light a zombie on fire.
well, the main thing.
Ever.
Tell me why, director. I bet you
The
have a
main
lot of
thing,
experience
the
with zombies.
Wolong Heater is not only a minigun, but it sends out flame circles. So if there's suddenly the sound of fire behind me, I know I should probably move.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? What's more terrifying?
They don't feel pain, so fire's not stopping.
Yeah, exactly. What's more terrifying than
Theoretically
a
speaking,
normal zombie heading right at you? A zombie that's on fire heading right at you.
Church. Here.
Yeah.
Here. There's a picture for you.
I would get the Death Star.
The Death Star.
Because you're not even. You
can't really counter that.
You get out of Earth's atmosphere and you.
You get out of Earth's orbit, not just its atmosphere.
Yeah.
No,
and go to another galaxy.
Destroy
Earth.
Earth.
I'd like to change my vote. I'm hanging out with Austin on the Death Star.
You guys realize
that sounds
it
like a
takes
good
a
time.
minimum of 1,000 people to operate the Death Star, right?
It takes like 2.
Nah. It just takes one AI. I'll come along.
Have you seen the movie? It takes 2 dudes with weird helmets on to shoot that thing.
To shoot it, yes. To operate life support and all those other things that you are going to need to live on it.
Implying if we had the Death Star, we wouldn't have people lining up to get on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, including someone who's going to become a zombie but is wearing a handkerchief because that's always happens.
Implying we wouldn't screen them. For
No,
that kind
Okay,
become a medical
guys.
profession?
Screw the rest of the world. All you need is me. I'm an AI. Plug me in and I'll run the whole thing.
Yeah, everyone's changing their weapons.
I don't know if I want Church in control of the airlocks.
Since everyone's just gonna change their
you're
weapons.
just like, oh, hey, Church.
Screw it. We're going with Girardi from TF2. I'm gonna throw
I know what weapon I want. Golden gun.
What?
Oh, that's
gun
a pretty good choice. Yeah.
Be a real man. Let's go slappers.
Double I.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna have to go with probably the brute shot, just because it has a knife at the end of it, and then it's also a grenade launcher.
What about the minigun from GTA 5?
No.
It's just a minigun.
Dude,
realistically.
you guys aren't
GTA
accounting
5.
for the fact that you're gonna have to carry it with you everywhere, right?
Do
we have to reload it?
Let me just put the Death Star in my backpack.
Those weigh a lot.
Where does the limited ammo come from? Like, is this split bottomless, or is it like
bottomless clip. Let's go with bottomless.
Okay, then that makes.
Okay, I'd go with the Scout scatter gun from TF2.
Oh yeah, that's a good option.
Why would you just get a lightsaber and just slice their legs off?
Why?
Because their legs aren't the worst part of them.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you slice their legs off and they can't come after you.
Can I get the Mega Buster? Mega Man?
Yes.
Yeah, but and they're just like crawling on the ground and slice their arms off.
Right, and then when you think you're safe,
it's
just like in every zombie movie,
Nope.
you're safe. You go to the bathroom and boom,
there's a zombie.
Crawly zombie.
There's a zombie.
I want the screen.
Whip out the lightsaber.
I want the screen.
Whip out the lightsaber.
I want the screen clearing bomb from Star Fox.
That's a good one. How do you have a bottomless clip bomb? Does that mean that
it just means I have a bag that endlessly replaces bombs?
Or does the bomb just keep exploding?
No, I think it would be a bag that endlessly replaces bombs.
All right.
EK, you've been really quiet. How about you? Zombie gun.
You mean like a gun that you basically just keep for the apocalypse? I'm reading the right question here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the Vex Mythoclast, that Vex gun from Destiny?
Oh yeah, the exotic Destiny weapon, yeah.
Yeah, probably that.
That's a good choice, wow.
Okie dokie.
Classed us there.
No, Austin, you and me, Death Star, let's get this done.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
don't count me out. You need me to run your systems and quietly venture airlines.
We don't need you.
Golden gun weighs
you
like
would be a
2
liability.
pounds, and one shot.
I would be a liability. If anything, you're a liability.
Star, self-propelled.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
We build our own
but then all the
On
Twinkies
the
die.
flyer AI.
All the Twinkies
that's
die.
important. If you want to survive a zombie apocalypse, you need Twinkies.
Okay, I'll just.
Fun fact, I've never had a Twinkie.
I'll just take the Enterprise.
What the?
I get food.
What is
The
wrong
Enterprise.
With you, Austin?
Leave the podcast right
We
now.
actually we rarely I've only seen it once in a shop, and I
And
just
you
didn't
didn't
be
buy
able to
it?
buy it. I
Immediately
was like,
buy it, eat it.
no,
Why?
isn't it
What
just
is
like
wrong with
a
it?
cake with
It's a
like?
sponge cake with cream inside. It's actually pretty good.
I've
Is
had
what?
yeah, but
What's-
I've had a sponge cake
Oh,
with
Twinkies?
cream
Ah, they're
inside.
terrible.
Why do I need a
Because this
Twinkie
one's
to
called
have a
Twinkie.
sponge cake?
Because it has a
I
cute
just-
name.
Twinkie.
They're terrible. They're physically terrible and disgusting. Why you should be ashamed of
Before
yourself.
we all insult church, let's move on to the next question. What?
Right.
This is a really obscure question, but I'm sure Self-Destruct wants to see us answer this. What are your thoughts on the Avenged Sevenfold game?
Okay,
It's a little
I've got
Android
this
and
one.
iOS game.
Wait, like
My
Avenged
thought-
What's
Sevenfold
Avenged
has its
Sevenfold?
own game.
Well, let me,
The-
director, do
the
you want to explain
only-
it to boss?
The
You wanna
only, yeah, it's pretty much. But the only thought I have in regards to the A7X game is why?
That's like Kim
The only-
Kardashian's game. What the crap
Right.
do you need that for?
Or like they're making a TV series about Mist.
You know,
Yeah.
This
You know
is in what? As in,
The
like,
adventure
second-
game, that like puzzle, first-person
Okay,
puzzle.
okay, I'm down for that.
That's actually not.
Why are you down for it?
Because Mist
It's
is a
Turned
great
down for
game.
what?
It's a great game, but it's one person alone on an island.
That'd make for a great movie.
Alone.
hey. So apparently, Church hasn't seen Castaway.
Yeah, that's just what I was about
Right.
to say.
Exactly.
Well,
Neither-
son.
neither have I.
Volleyball, you put a bloody handprint on it, you're set. Shut up, I'm gonna eat another Dorito. This is delicious.
If Boss was in Castaway, he'd probably like draw a face on the Dorito bag.
He would put a
Imply
hole.
I would eat the bag. Imply I don't eat the bag when I'm done already.
He would put a hole in the volleyball, and then Wilson would be his little, yeah.
Listen. I don't need nobody to do what I can do for myself.
Yeah, with a volleyball.
No.
Don't
Let's
lie
move
to me.
on. Give me another question. I'm sick of hearing the director talk to me.
This next question is
Why do
particularly
most protagonists-
it's aimed right for Boss. Why do most protagonists in video games look like Alex Mason in Black Ops? Also by
That's from Self-Destruct.
The numbers! What do they mean?
Mason.
Probably
Mason.
because every single protagonist in games wants to be like the American action hero Bruce Willis style. Just some meat jawed
Except with
guy
hair.
who's with guns.
You mean director?
Yeah!
All right, yeah.
I'm looking at that, but he's got a meat jaw going on. Yeah. Congratulations, you get a future as an action hero. How do you feel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Implying he wasn't already an action hero.
Director! The numbers!
Last action.
What do they mean?
Well, okay, 2 means 2.
Okay,
3 means 3.
All right, I follow you. I
And
follow
the little sort of intersection symbol means
Okay.
plus. All right. So if you get a
Oh.
2 and then the little intersection symbol and then a 3, well, then you need an equal sign, which is 2 perpendicular lines,
Okay, okay.
Right.
What's a plus? What does a plus?
and then you get a 5. I didn't say
Uh,
plus. I
lost
said
you. I lost you.
I-
Could
what
you
do-
go
what
back
do
to when
the-
you said if? I lost you there.
So, basically, what you're saying is pi doesn't exist.
pi as in the dessert, or pi as in 3.1415,
Well-
etc.
Yeah, technically,
don't
they
even-
don't even call it pi anymore. Now it's tau over 2.
Don't
And then-
even tell me that pie does not exist. Because I want pie. Give me pie.
I'm sorry,
give me
but
pie or give me death.
the pie's a lie.
Oh.
I officially hate everything about you right now.
Excellent.
You've done it. Congratulations. You're on
Do
the
I get
shit list.
I need a trophy. That works as a trophy.
Moving on.
We've done a lot of
This
moving
is the
on.
angriest
Yeah.
podcast ever.
Podcast 9. Moving
Yeah, and
on.
everyone's just in a tense mood because EK's silent.
Silent
being watched.
but deadly. Oh yeah.
Okay, the next question, I forgot to write who said this. Oh, this is from Delpin. Do you think Pikachu is OP in Smash Bros? And the short answer
Enough
is no.
with the Smash
The short
Bros.
answer is
questions.
no. Pikachu's an awful character.
Okay, shut up. I like him. I
He's
can
bad.
use him. I can use them. I'm good.
Mewtwo.
I'm good with them.
By use them, do you mean like use them to lose? Because that's what you seem to do.
No,
with
I can.
Pikachu.
No, I can win. I can win. With them. Also, how do you know what I do? You've never seen me play outside of a little laggy thing where I had more. I gave you more.
I've
damage.
smashed you plenty of times, boss.
You
Don't
ain't
start
smashed
lying to the
nothing.
list. We gotta smash.
Moving
right
on
now.
again.
You ain't
We're gonna
smashed
move on
nothing but
again.
your teeth
Hey,
together.
you know what?
Talk to
You know what?
Hey Griffin,
Hey.
how you doing today?
You two just kiss
I'm
and
going
get the
good,
tension
thank you.
going.
I'm watching a movie today.
I am too.
Okay. What movie are you watching?
I'm watching Dracula.
The new
You know, I
one?
was about to say
Yeah,
what
the new
I was interested. Then you said Dracula, and then I'm not interested.
What? I've watched like every movie that's out in the cinema right now.
Cinema.
The
You
cinema.
obviously have no life.
I go to the cinema, mate.
I've obviously watched all the movies that are out in the cinema right now.
I'm not gonna bother doing an Australian accent because I'm sticking with my Bostonian. Let's do this. I'm gonna go watch the picture show.
Those are horrible Australian accents.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't do
I'm
one.
gonna go to the movies. That's
I say the movies, but
He means the
the
cinema.
movies are at the cinema. The movies are at the cinema.
right. We use a generalized.
Oh no! Fun
term
fact.
for the whole shebang.
Fun.
Um,
this is a
we
fun
refer to
story
that
about
as the-
pronunciation. Hold on. So I have a Scottish friend, right?
RSR.
And
Yeah, RSR.
no, and he pronounces tortoise as tortoise.
Tortoise.
Like,
I used to do that. to
can't
annoy
pronounce
people.
tortoise. He has to say tortoise. It's hilarious.
Tortoise.
But he says it in his like Scottish accent, and it's hilarious.
Pronouncing things incorrectly.
Matey.
Matey.
Okay, what's the next
I-
question?
Pirate now.
The next question, another Pokemon-related question from Self-Destruct.
Goddamn.
Which
Please,
God damn it.
no.
Don't worry, I think this is the end of the Smash questions for all our lovely Smash viewers. Which Pokemon would you rather see in Smash Bros? Mewtwo.
I'd like to see
Pikachu.
Pichu brought back from Melee.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Mewtwo.
answer.
That's my
Pikachu!
Hey.
Pikachu!
That's not even the same Pokemon.
because Pichu is my favorite Pokemon.
The
Well,
Pikachu the Pikachu in this game I heard plays a lot like the Pichu from Melee.
He
That's
does
what
not.
people.
He does
Oh,
not.
okay.
No, he doesn't.
You're telling my friends.
people
Telling me that my
lie.
friends are incorrect.
I'm telling you that your friends
Yes.
are losers, and they're also non-existent.
Oh, it's
Remember
Nick.
we-
See, Church,
remember
that's how
we
you
covered
construct
this
an
with
insult.
easy.
Zing!
Sting.
Anyway,
Uh,
Pichu's my favorite Pokemon. I keep a friggin' Pokemon card of him in my wallet because I'm a loser and I'm going nowhere in life, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
should be.
Let's move on.
Okay, this is the final Smash question from Drizzy Dan. So this is going
You
to be
already
our
said
final.
God damn it.
I will smash you!
I will also want to smash you, Buns. Can we smash? The quick answer is, of course, Drizzy. We can always smash. I'm always open for a good smashing. Now, the next question from Mayhem.
It's just
That
smashing.
wasn't a very quick answer, was it?
Yeah, that was a pretty quick answer. Next question from Mayhem. Also, well, that also wasn't supposed to be included. What are you all dressing up for? What are your Halloween costumes?
Not doing it.
I'm going as myself.
Oh, you guys are losers.
Those are boring. Those are boring answers.
Nah. You know what? I'm going to Halloween in my birthday suit. I just remembered my girlfriend's plans for Halloween.
What about you,
Church?
Church?
I actually don't know what I'm gonna go as. I'm sure most of you guys know that I do some 3D modeling, and I'm about to get my hands on a 3D printer. So
Nice.
I'm thinking
Oh, nice.
of putting together a cosplay of some type.
Come,
You should do a Smash
yeah, I'm
Bros.
going to
cosplay.
PAX. I'm going to PAX during Halloween, so Or I
Yeah.
might be.
So,
either
dress
PAX
up as
or
a jerk.
either
I'm being
PAX
Commissioner
or
Gordon.
Brisnova.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you being
Nice.
is it the new one or?
Yep.
Whichever one I come closest to, really.
I'd say the new
Realistic.
one. If you
The
shave.
most I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shave, so all I have is a mustache. I'm gonna put on glasses and I'm gonna walk around in a trench coat. Which, aside from the glasses and shaving, is what I do normally.
and then you just basically have to act like you've got a stick up your butt the entire time.
I'm just gonna yell.
fun.
I'm
He
just gonna
doesn't
point at
have to
people and
act
yell
that.
until Batman gets here, and then I'm gonna run away.
he has a stick up his butt.
Yeah.
But don't people question what you are, like, because it's
Who
not
am
obvious?
I?
Commissioner
sometimes.
Gordon's kind of obvious if you.
Not really, because
I know, but
of the
like,
time, I'm just gonna look like
yeah,
a dude in a trench coat.
Yeah,
As a
exactly.
matter of fact,
It
I
just-
think
it's
I'll look
just a
closer
guy
to
in
a
a
flasher
mustache.
than I look closer to a flasher than Commissioner Gordon, which is not a bad costume idea. Or a bad career path idea for that matter. Buns, you?
I'm gonna go as Finn the Human. I have a Finn the
Oh
Human.
yeah, I remember you saying that.
Oh, you're terrible.
I have the Finn the
Why?
Human cosplay. I'm working on the sword right now. I'm going as either Finn the Human.
Get the shorts.
I have the shorts.
You do realize you can buy the sword at like.
Yeah,
very
but that
high,
sword's
right?
cheap. I want like a giant, cool sword. I don't settle for the lame stuff. You know what I mean? You know
Well, you're still
No, he's gonna
alive.
live life
That's
on the
pretty lame.
I will come to all of your houses for Halloween.
EK?
Yes, please.
Hey, if you come to my house for Halloween,
You'll be getting
Bring
much more
lube.
than candy.
you won't. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring lube. We're running out.
EK, what's your costume?
The most horrifying thing you could be for Halloween, the director.
I was actually just about to cut it and say the director, and then you beat me to it. I'm so happy that happened.
just walk around without a shirt on.
Although you might be saying it as a compliment. I was saying it as a detrimental comment.
Right. You
So
realize I
basically-
can ban you from the shout box for
You
life
realize I don't give a
and make it to where you can't post or
I
make
don't
status updates
care.
or even actually access the site
Do it, no balls.
for all eternity.
Do it, no balls.
All right, doing it.
See you later, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going on a trip down to Bandville. I don't care. I'll
He's
send you a
going to
postcard.
band camp. Team band camp.
Band camp.
Are we talking about the movies Bandcamp or what Bandcamp actually is?
BANNED
And-
camp.
I'm gonna go hang out with Halo Kitty Girl. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, God.
Bringing it back.
Don't call it come
Oh,
back.
yeah.
He's been here for years.
So, the other day, Red Star Rocket, he's been playing a lot of XCOM, right?
Great game.
Yeah, so
I just got it. I just got it on Steam.
Yeah, I downloaded XCOM. That game it's fantastic.
It's so
And
good.
we were playing a bit, and we decided to come up with some funny names for our guys, and one of his, Hello Kitty Girl, there's Church, there's Other Church.
Other Church.
I killed Other Church during one match, and then was killed by Church. I killed Banas a couple times.
I have XCOM. I should play with you guys.
I have it too. I'll play with you guys
Hey.
anytime.
Any of you guys up for doing a podcast Let's Play after this?
Yeah, I think I should.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okie dokie. Well, seeing as this has been the member question and the just die, I will literally kill you all with fire for the amount of editing that this is gonna be.
Let's
Bitch.
see. Spooky, scary skeleton. Flag member as spam.
Do it, no balls.
Wait, I'm gonna get in on this. I want to see if he actually does it.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it
Shivers down
because Red's gonna get super angry at it. He's gonna be like,
He
"Do you
feared.
realize how long it's gonna take me to fix his profile?"
About 5 minutes.
You can
But yeah.
you can ask Peanut on that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who I think that
was
Drizzy.
Drizzy.
Did
Did
Peanut ever notice
Yeah.
what you did to his
Oh
profile?
no, he didn't, because he had his stuff auto sorted to go directly into his spam folder.
He's clever.
Oh, he's so
he
clever.
outwitted our prank.
Oh my gosh, we had the best prank ever. I went into his member profile and I turned on all of his email notifications. And it's like he would have gotten a notification every time someone blinked at
Yeah,
him.
so we ended up after the podcast we spent like 20 minutes just sending him messages. liking. We tried to get everyone else to like his posts too.
It was fantastic, except he didn't realize it. He's just like, "Oh, what did you do to me?" Yeah, because he's an idiot.
You know
And
it's gonna be fun?
What?
What?
What I'm doing to Boss's profile right now.
That's cool. I don't care.
Oh no, we're not talking just email notifications.
I don't care.
I'm turning on everything.
That's nice.
You get
pumpkin.
pop-ups, you
That's
get
cool.
the little annoying one on the top right,
That's cool.
and you get emails.
Super. Nice doing business with you. I ain't even mad.
So.
I ain't even mad. You wanna know why? Because
So
I got Mountain Dew.
Buns, or should I say Banus?
Banus, yes.
Have you heard of the new game developed by the Surgeon Simulator people,
Oh, yes.
known as I Am Bread?
Tell me about this new game, Church.
Yes! What is this fantastical bread-related simulator?
I am bread. It brings a tear to my rye.
Alright, I'm jumping out the window. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, it's so funny. I'm really good. I'm really
In a
good at that.
completely despicable way, yeah.
So, this is a new indie game which is brought to you by the developers from Surgeon Simulator, and it's basically like you play as bread. And that's it. Look it up, because it's awesome. No, you don't have to look it up, because it'll be in the stinking link dump.
The stinking link dump.
The stinking link dump.
The stinking link dump.
The
Poop
stinking
sticks.
link dump.
In accordance with the prophecy.
In accordance with the prophecy.
So, like, how many views on average do these podcasts get? Not really that
I
many.
hit the last
It's
one
made
at
for the
8.
forum and for its members.
Yeah. Let me look.
Pathetic.
I'm just gonna look at the first podcast to see how long it takes to accumulate views.
We're pathetic.
Maybe the animations will pick it up. Yeah. Which reminds me, everyone, I'm doing animations for funny parts of the podcast. Those listening.
Animation.
For those like 3 people that are listening.
Come on, where are you? Where are you, channel?
And here, I want to give everyone a reward to those 3 people who are listening. If you send me a message with the code word keycap, you send me a PM. It can be any subject title, but the message text must contain keycap. I'll give you a very special surprise. And you could send it.
We'll send you the link that we talked about last week.
Yes, we'll send you this very special link we talked about last week. Very high quality stuff. Only if you send me the message.
It's a masterpiece of literature, it really is. I mean, he's up there with Charles Dickens and Stephen King.
Boss, I would argue he's
Okay,
better
let's,
than them.
I think he's better than them. I don't think he reaches the Harlan Ellison Isaac Asimov school of writing, but he's up there.
He's got in there.
Okay, so the first podcast, which came out on February 3rd, 2014, has 413 views and 12
Is this the
comments.
podcast where we
That's
podcast
good.
about the podcast?
Yes,
You like
inaugural,
podcasts,
the
put a
podcast inaugural edition.
podcast while you podcast.
The second one, also known
Yo,
as
dog, I
Technical
heard you like
Difficulties,
podcasts.
also known as Technical Difficulties, has 154 views and
That
12
was the
comments.
invention of noodles.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Now, podcast 3, now with Extra Mayhem, has 137 views and 14 comments. The podcast 4, which is not a modcast, has 77
That was my
views
favorite.
and 3 comments. And then the E3 post type podcast has 66 views and 2 comments.
So wait, that last
I'm
one.
sensing a
That last one wasn't that the podcast that took
That
you
was
like
lost to
a couple months to
yeah.
Let's not talk
And
about that.
then-
That never happened, okay?
Podcast 6, a lesson in horror, has 74 views and 6 comments. And then Christmas 2016 edition
Because I still have.
has 104 views and 6 comments. And then the one that came out last week. Oh, yes.
Idiotic.
343 ICF Podcast 8, according to the Brazilian prophecy. 44
How many
views and 2
views?
comments.
40.
44 views. and 2. I'm sensing a downward trend here. Forum, get your stuff together.
buns together, bros.
Yeah, just listen to the podcast while you're doing something completely different. Do it while you're playing games or something. Just
Listen to it while you're doing something completely new.
Do it while
Spend
you're
it-
playing
we spend
Smash
it-
Bros. That's a good idea.
We spend like an hour and a half talking
We
about
should have
random-
mentioned earlier, we didn't really have any topics prepared because this has been a slow news week. I mean, the best thing I've heard this entire week in gaming is the I Am Bread
Well,
announcement.
there's that one thing called Halo Spartans Strike, which is totally canonically not correct, and everything should die about it.
Well, actually, in defense of them, because they didn't really explain this properly, the Prometheans that appear in the city aren't actually taking place in Halo 2. They take place after Halo 4. And it's in it's in New Phoenix. It's not actually during Halo 2. That's something I
You
thought.
see, my question is, the portion of the game that is during Halo 2, who are you playing
a Spartan.
as? A Spartan.
There were Spartans
A
on Earth during
Spartan
that
4.
invasion. Halo First Strike.
A Spartan 4.
Ooh.
Have you seen the armor set?
Damn.
Spartan
Oh,
4s
3
do
for
not
3. They're
exist.
pulling a Halo Reach on us.
Yep.
I got my picture.
So,
I don't care.
that's.
I'm still gonna play it. I like Spartan.
So, can we do?
I know.
can
I'm
we-
still gonna play.
so,
Let's be honest.
Should we do
Most of you are
tangent?
probably gonna play it. Most
I'm
of you
gonna
are
play
gonna like it to some degree.
Dude, I really liked Spartan Assault. I had a lot of fun.
I haven't played Spartan Assault. I played
It
it once.
was-
Played the free version. It's meh.
It's there are better twin stick shooters, but I don't know. It controlled nice. It was nice
Smash
to
TV comes to mind, one of the originals.
play as twin.
Lovely game.
Yeah, it does.
It's a good game.
Yes, it is.
So Spartan Strike looks pretty promising though.
Yep.
I don't know if I really like the new name. Actually, when I first saw Spartan Strike,
It looks just like Spartan
It does.
Assault is the thing that I
It
have
looks
to
Yeah.
exactly the same.
and it's like a year later. So I mean, there's obviously reused assets. They have made improvements as they showed in the video, like some minor gameplay improvements, which
Yeah.
is nice. But and it's not too expensive. It's $6. I can't really complain for $6. So I'm in defense of Spartan Strike, and I'm looking forward to it. If it can tell a better story than the latest issue of Halo Escalation, the one that came out last month, then I'm happy. I should mention Halo Escalation is a comic series that takes place after the events of Halo 4. Pretty good comic series. You guys should read it.
Dang it, director, you beat me.
Yep.
I saw it in the library actually. I saw the Halo comics in my
Feed
school
him to
library,
what?
and I was like, what
Get
is-
on my level,
Nothing.
church.
Okay.
Nothing.
Just some moderator stuff that I just completely owned church at.
Cool.
Moderator War, brought to you by Doritos and Mountain Dew.
I got
By
both.
director and
Both.
Mountain Church.
Represent.
Represent.
Represent
Okay.
for that accepting failure in life, yo.
And I
Well,
think that
we're
brings the
in at
podcast
like
to a
an hour
wrap.
and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
we
much.
can pretty much wrap it
we
up
don't
now.
have much to talk about.
Very
Yeah, it's been a
slow
slow
as you
week.
can tell. It has been, but
Yeah.
you can listen to us being idiots, and that's gonna be funny, right?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
For like the 30 people that listen to the podcast.
44. Come on. 44.
Yeah, that's-
44.
Probably.
I've never had 44
Probably
students in a
most
single
of them.
classroom. That's pretty high.
Probably most of them us.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
I listened to it
As
once
we are-
fully through, and then that's it, because I don't care anymore, because it's not interesting anymore.
Yeah.
I have to listen through it a couple times.
What'd you guys think
Find
of my
stuff.
of the counter on the last one?
You missed like 3 Brazils.
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Curses.
Congratulations, you failed at everything. You're a failure.
You guys should really congratulate Church because he's going to have to do a lot of editing this podcast, and I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, you
If we
And then director just adds help. That's
if we
to it.
remove every swear word, we're gonna have like 10 minutes of content.
So here's the thing that's really gonna screw you over if I get permission from Red to just post this as is.
I would approve. Do you wanna know why? Because that'd be
And
Yes,
then
it would.
the boss
Yes, it
just
would.
adds to it.
You think I give a
would-
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the 343industries.org Community Forum podcast. Oh, sorry, Director, did I steal your job?
No.
I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Go
See you
away.
later.